I'm Dawna Hetzler.
And I'm Sally Smith.
We, just like you, are bravely walking through the dark valleys of life in hopes of scaling joyful summits.
We believe that safe and trusted women are a force to be reckoned with. When we climb together, we can reach the mountaintop.
Many of our challenges come from feeling as if we are stuck while trying to ascend, hiding in crevices, waiting for storms to pass.
Might we suggest that you have a more proactive role in reaching the peaks of your own life?
Let's laugh at the untruths we were taught, from the common religious myths to the lies we believe about our situations and about ourselves.
It is our hope that our time together brings you solace from life's daily drudgery and a bit of lighthearted laughter.
This is a safe place where you are welcome, right where you are, even in your questions and doubts. So rise up, sister. It's time to conquer together.
And we certainly hope you'll say, "Now that's funny!"
Welcome to another episode of That's Funny. Now here's your host, Dawna Hetzler and Sally Smith.
Yay! Do you know what this is? What?
Guess what? I have some very exciting news.
Oh, news?
Yes. Guess what?
What?
It's our 50th episode.
Oh, I wouldn't have known. It's on fire. It's our 50th episode. Hooray!
50 episodes.
You've done so good.
You've done so good.
You've done good.
Oh my goodness. 50 episodes. You know what?
Now that's funny.
So for our 50th episode, we thought it might be nice to just journey back to all of our topics and just talk briefly about each.
Well, I was like, wait, what are we doing today? We're doing all of our topics? See, she just sprung this on me. Oh my goodness. Do we know all our topics?
Well, we're going to hit some topics.
No, we'll hit them all.
And just talk a little bit about each topic and what stood out to us, maybe
Okay.
a story,
Yep.
maybe something that stuck with us, and just go through each one. And
Okay, that'll be
What do you
fun.
think?
Yes, let's do a little recap because there has been so much content.
right.
And some of the topics have stretched on because so many of you are sending emails or direct messaging or, commenting on YouTube. So thank you for all your feedback. And I think we should recap today.
I do too.
Yes,
50
okay.
episodes.
Look
I'm
at that.
wondering
Who
though if we
lit
should-
those?
I wonder if we should blow those out.
Oh, as
A beginning.
should we
of
have
our-
Shane sing happy birthday to us?
Hey Shane, can you come on in here and say
Yes,
hello? With
say
our
hello
50th
and-
episode.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank
Oh,
you.
take a bow.
Take a bow.
Yes.
Sir. Take a bow.
And a one.
And a
a two.
two.
And
And a-
happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
that's
that's
funny.
funny. Happy birthday to that's funny. Happy birthday to that's funny. Happy birthday to that's funny.
Can you blow out the candles for
Thank
us?
you for all your hard work.
We don't want to light location on fire.
We don't want to stop, drop, and roll.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother time. That's not funny if that
That's not
happened.
Well, I guess I'll kick us off.
Okay, good.
Because
What do we got?
this topic was our first topic.
Yes.
And one that I don't like.
Okay, I didn't like any of them,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Yeah. And that was God never gives us more than we can handle. And of course, if you journeyed with us through all of this, I talked about my journey.
Yes.
But really, when we went through this topic, I really listened. And someone talked to me in depth about this topic. And she was someone who was abused as a child, battled addiction,
Wow.
and still struggles. And, she said this is one thing that would infuriate her. Like
when somebody said
when
that
somebody
to her.
said that to
Yes.
her. And that's something that stuck with me because she was like, how can they say to me as a child who was abused that God never gives us more than we can handle? And that is the whole premise of why we do this, because
Yes.
that's what you don't do. But what she said that found was helpful for her, and this stuck out to me, is never stopping her journey with God.
Oh, I love that.
She pauses sometimes,
Okay.
falls a little,
Yes.
but she said she's never stopped her journey. Like, don't say to her, God never gives you more than you can handle, because
Right.
it was more than she could handle.
Sure.
But she knew that if she had God and she didn't stop, she kept going, that she could get through it.
What I hear her, those words saying, and what she's saying is, she can handle it with God, even if it's more than she can handle.
Exactly.
So he helps and strengthens her to handle it,
Exactly.
even though it's more than she can handle.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that stuck out.
That
with
was
me.
a highlight, because
Yeah.
I remember you sharing that
Yes.
information.
Yes.
So
So it was a highlight for me, and something that I've carried too.
yes. Okay, good. Our second topic that we had was never good enough.
Now that's funny.
So many of us, especially as women, we struggle with never good enough. And so that is funny that, you struggle with it. It's not funny, but it's funny because we are more than enough. God's word says we are more than enough. And the story that stuck with me on that is King David, when he was shepherd boy, and he was going to be anointed, but he didn't know he was going to be anointed. And King David's father called all the sons to, like, okay, here's going to be the new king, right? And it was like, nope, you're not the one. Nope. Is this all the sons that you have? Right? Can you imagine King David going, man, I'm the last on the list to be called to be king? Do you think he felt never good enough, or do you feel like he was like, oh, my time has come? I don't know, right?
Right.
But did he carry that? We all have those childhood traumas or giants that I talk about in my book.
Right.
But did he carry that through, and those never good enough themes came up in his life, or did he show up and he was like, I was just hunting some lion and bear, and all right, if you want me to be king, I'll be king. I don't know. But never good enough is something that we carry way too often.
Right.
And so the theme that went with me on that one is you are more than enough. So
Yes.
that stuck out with me, that I can carry that too, because we all carry that feeling of never good enough.
Right.
And
right.
so I flipped the script on that one. So
Good. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. The next topic was God has a better plan.
Mm.
And I kind of more went back to my story when I was telling it
Yes.
about when I was on the airplane trying to get my son to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, and this woman in front of me turns around and says, God has a better plan for you.
And what did you do? Did you give her the Italian
I said,
signal?
listen here, lady, turn yourself around. But
stand back down.
yes, but I am going to put a monkey wrench in this a little.
Okay.
Because as we explored this topic, and as I have grown in my journey, okay, don't get mad at me, but God really does have a better plan for us sometimes.
He does.
He really does.
Yes.
And I think that even though we were trying to break that myth of maybe not what to say at that time, I think that's the important thing. I think the word that I'm thinking of is important to say at the time. So at that time, when I am trying to get my son, who is extremely ill, to the Mayo Clinic and the plane wouldn't land, telling me God has a better plan was not what I needed to hear.
Right. Yes.
But guess what?
He did have a better plan.
God had a better plan.
Just don't say this, or
Just-
we'll have to give you the Italian signal.
Yes. So I think what we need to remember is God does always have a better plan.
Mm-hmm.
When we say it and how we say it is the key, and that's something that stuck with me, and that's something that many people, as we explored this topic, reached out to me and said.
Yes.
It really is the timing of saying that.
Saying it. That
Yes.
was really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next topic we had was everything happens for a reason. Wow, that was a big one. I see you wanting to strangle somebody. Like, what? Everything happens for a reason. And I just was on a listing appointment, and somebody had said this to me, and I had to bite my tongue because they were so convicted to say that to me.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'm just not going to even go into it. I'm like, watch the show. Would you? Here, let me give you the YouTube channel. Watch the show. It's kind of like you said. There is things that happen for a reason. They may not be what you have planned. It may not be the gospel according to Dawna or how I see it playing out, but God does have, he allows things to happen. Right? Now, that might not be for God's reason or purposes, but he works them together for his purposes. But to say that to somebody, no.
Yeah.
But as we're in it and we're saying, you know, okay, maybe God has a bigger arching plan for this. It's not happening the way I see it. How am I growing spiritually through it regardless, and how he's going to work it out for his reasons? That stuck with me.
You. Yeah, that stuck with me too. Mm-hmm. I love that. Our last topic that we're gonna talk about today is our fear not.
Oh yes, I remember that one. That was big for both of us.
That was
with coming from families with anxieties and fears.
Right. That was a big one for me too. I think for me, kind of. I mean, it was tough. It was tough, but I think for me, what stuck out was a question that we got.
Yes.
And it was, how do you differentiate between fear and recklessness?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And that really stuck out for me because I'm a fearful person. I just am. I've always been anxious. That's how I am.
Yes.
I'm not reckless. I'm a rule follower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but how do you differentiate between the two of them is what really stuck out for me, that someone would think about, okay, how do I not have fear, but how do I still not be reckless?
Okay.
So that is something that really stuck out for me.
Yes, that was a great
thing
for us to think about, because you all push us and grow us as we're, you know, thinking through all of these topics that we put out there. So, and then our sixth topic was God helps those that help themselves.
Yes. And
that was a tough one because it's not scriptural. None of these are scriptural. It's a take from scripture and then a twist that people use to make others feel better, but it ends up, you know, making the situation worse or placating somebody's situation. And so God helps those that help themselves. I love the idea that God comes to the rescue even when you can't help yourself.
Yes.
He swoops in and he rescues us, and it may not be in our timing, but he does rescue us. And even when we can't help ourselves and we're not able to, he does. And so that definitely changed the dialogue a little bit on that one too. So since it's our 50th, I'm glad we kind of went through those six topics. They have lasted almost a year because we've expanded so much on those topics.
Right.
And then we jumped in last week with our very fun topic that we don't like, that this too shall pass.
Sorry.
Yes, you need to. I need a little.
I was coughing on purpose, so you didn't say that.
Oh, okay. This too shall pass, Sally.
Okay.
I thought I might end up with a black eye right then and there. So we are going to come back next week, and now that we've recapped all six topics over the last year, and we've had our 50th episode, so exciting, we're going to jump back in next week to this too shall pass and really pull that apart a little bit. So we'll be excited to hear your comments. But if there is something with these six topics that stuck out to you, it's God never gives us more than we can handle, never good enough, God has a better plan, everything happens for a reason, fear not, God helps those that help themselves, and next week will be this too shall pass. So remember not to say these things, and in the meantime, don't believe the lie that this too shall pass. Now that's funny. See
Bye,
you next
everyone.
week.
Thank you. From the heavens high above, I feel the touch of his laughter and love. In every moment, tear and smile, God's humor is heard, every step, every mile. Keep walking, dear sister. You've got this.